who's shooting at me? I'll go up here and lose him in the national forest. Or slam into him. Boom! Yeah!
Okay, so we got a little grove going. I made a phallus? Oh. Oh, I did. I didn't mean to. I literally didn't mean to do this. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
At last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. At last we will have revenge.
Okay. Hold on. I can fix this. I can fix it. Nope. Nope. You don't have to do that. You definitely don't have to do that. There. It's kind of like me and math. Didn't really click at all. All right. Where are we going with this? This is going here. Yeah. Man struggling with Lego brick ASMR. That should be the new title of the stream. Yeah. Wow. Pretty much PG-13 went out the window around tongue punching Jason.
I think shit.
Sorry, seeing it in writing makes me laugh.
I know. Cool. Same kid. Look at this. Well, what are you doing down there? Hey, Smokey, get out of there. Smokey's being weird. This is weird. There's so many of them. They just keep coming. This is terrifying. Why are there so many? Okay, I gotta leave. This is too scary. Well, good morning, everyone. Hello. Welcome to the Saturday Lego stream. Starting just a few minutes earlier. Also trying Spooky's playlist this morning. I like it. This is my kind of music. But the energy feels a little off. I might be switching it up. Let's see. Do I have anything from the old days? One second. These are all copyright free, but might be a little much for us. This one. Here we go. There we go. Isn't that better? There we go. There's some old school vibes right there. Sorry about the mic here. I was obviously not ready. I don't know why I went live so early, but I did. So here we are. Good morning. That's better. I like the energy. That is typically the kind of music I listen to. I don't know what we would call it. Emo, hard rock. Recent band he got me into is Silverstein. That I didn't listen to Silverstein growing up, but great playlist. Just I think the vibes are off for this stream. Maybe a gaming stream. Lars, congratulations on the Phantom Menace. You were quick this morning. I thought I'd get you with going live a little bit earlier. And Big Mofo, how are you doing? Bebo's here and ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm bringing up the instructions. We have three left. That's it. Put you up. Where can I put you? That would be Let me move this over here. Come on. There we go. Becoming an actual menace. Yeah. Okay, and then this. There. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. Much better. Much better. Okay, I gotta get to it because if I'm gonna finish this today, I have 3 panels left. And I really want to finish it today. So let's just go. Just admiring the Lego stuff. Hopefully if we have time today, I can pop the camera off of this and I can show you the shelves over there. Excuse me, over there. I think you'll enjoy it. The collection used to be in my background a lot, and I do kind of miss the collection being in the background of my shot. But I don't know if there's a way that I can. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way that I can make that happen again. The way that I have my work PC set up, along with the building, it would require me to move this TV again. I'm really not interested in, because I could theoretically just swap, right? I could swap out my workstation for my Lego build station, which is what I want to do anyway. But I was thinking about moving the desks. But big ship, a bit dark. I also see the Stormtrooper looks pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, I have whole shelf system over here. You only see like a very small portion of it. The Falcons over here. So I don't know. I'm gonna put some thought into it. I change things up here. Maybe I almost said it once a month, but not really once a month. I change things up in the stream and in my office about a couple times a year, I'd say. Is that being too generous? Lars knows. Lars has seen all the evolutions. But the most recent one is when I redid the entire office. I got new carpet. I painted everything. Took an entire week off from work just to do that. It was wonderful. But I am considering, not considering, it's definitely going to happen. The standing desk that I have over here for work, I'm actually going to swap out as my Lego desk. Because I want 2, 6, just making sure I'm not losing my spot. And making sure I'm not doing the same one. Okay. Because I want to be able to stand during some of these Lego streams. And the surface area of this desk over here makes more sense for Lego. I'd have a lot more space to kind of spread out. I wanted to get one of those IKEA desks for my workstation, but I think I might just use this table for now. And then that way, because I've already got it, it's free, right? Why not use the free thing? And then once the concept is solid, right? And I'm like, okay, yeah, this is definitely what I want to do. Then I can talk about purchasing something. I've been really mindful of my spending lately. Which is why I've had to pivot the content here to more to more using what we've got. And there's a lot of stuff I have that we're going to be able to use. And building with the pieces that I already have, things like that. I'll be able to do that for probably a long time. As much as I was at Target last night, took Mrs. Nonder out to dinner, and of course we went to Target afterwards because that's what we do. And looking at the Lego, I saw the Death Star duel diorama, and I saw the speeder bike chase diorama, and I really wanted both of them, but they're both pretty expensive. So I didn't buy any of it. I just looked at it, sighed, and then left. And then I told Mrs. Nodder, I said, you know what kind of takes the joy out of out of looking at Lego. When you go into a Lego store or into Target or something to look at Lego, it's like you know what's gonna be there. You know what price it's gonna be, and they're never on sale. And I think that takes some of the fun out of it, because if I had gone down that aisle and I had even seen like a $10 discount on one of those, I would have been tempted, because then I would have been like, look at me, I'm saving money. I'd be stupid not to buy this set right now, even though it's probably better not to, because you're still spending money. But you're not going and be surprised by like, wow, there's an amazing deal right now that I can't miss out on. They don't really do that for Lego. So it kind of takes the joy out of it for me as an adult now, with, yes, adult money, but also adult responsibilities and adult mortgage, just one. It's hard to do that. That Batcave does look really cool. I showed that to Mrs. Nonder because that's like her favorite Batman, is that era, the like Tim Burton era. I'm not really a huge Batman fan, but for her that was like, she was like, oh no. So she wants that one now. I didn't even look at the price on that one. I'm too worried. They just tell you to buy more for gifts. Yeah, well, at least on the Lego site and on like, special events, you do get stuff like that. So if you're already going to buy them, then buying them from the Lego store is probably the best idea, because you also get the VIP points as well, which can be cashed in later for money, among other things. So at least there's that. But the joy of like going to a store and like looking at Lego is slowly starting to like drain me. I think I'll always still do it. I think I'll always still take at least a leisurely stroll down the Lego aisle. But it's like, but I know it's there. I know what Target generally keeps in stock. I know how much they are. I know that I don't have that much to spend on it. So I'll just, I'll just leisurely stroll down. I'll look at other adults around my age also looking at Lego and nod knowingly. Not saying a word, because my social awkwardness would never allow me to do so, even though we'd probably be best friends. They'll do the same because they feel the same way. And then we'll go our own ways. Go our separate ways, just strangers passing in the night. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. I am doing the right one this time. I hope. Always pass on what you have learned, says Bebo. It's true. I heard a quote the other day, and I'm racking my brain trying to remember where it was. Might have been in a song or something, but it was like, comes a time where you're fighting to give yourself a better life, right? You're constantly working and striving towards that. But then there comes a time where it said something about how you'll be putting down tracks that you yourself will not use. So basically, that's not exactly how it was said, but essentially, there'll be a time in your life where you're trying to make it better for the next generation. And that should be always. Not just thinking about short-term gain, but like the legacy you leave for the next generation, for your kids, things like that. I thought that was pretty cool. Oops. I thought it was a pretty cool idea. Oops, that is a black piece right there. Sometimes they sneak in with the dark gray. 2 more. My friend has tried to get a set created by Lego. Not exactly sure how the voting works yet, but would it be okay to post links to his Lego idea on Discord? Absolutely. 100%. I actually thought about doing a series where we look at Lego ideas and vote on them together. I thought that could be kind of cool. So, yeah, for sure. Throw that in the Discord. I will take a look and vote on it. That'd be a cool goal for the channel, too, is to build something on stream that we submit to Lego Ideas. Ooh. That'd be pretty cool. Come on. Ah, there we go. Okay. There we go. I keep dropping this piece. Okay. Wait a minute. One too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then it's the dark blue. These ones are hard, man. There's a lot more color in these last few frames than I would have thought there would be. I would have thought the last ones would be mostly like black cloak, you know? Okay, we're on this one. I'm going to do 2 more. I know it kind of breaks my rule a little bit, but I think this is helpful to me. Bing, bing, bing. Have you voted on Lego Ideas stuff in the past? It's a pretty cool process. 1, 2, 3. So I'm on this one right here. Boom, 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 boom. It's such a great idea. Lego Ideas is a great idea in and of itself. Bricklink does something similar too, but it isn't really like Lego Ideas. It's kind of more like pre-purchasing, sort of like an Indiegogo kind of thing, where you pledge, and then they'll only make the amount that that people have like pre-ordered, right? It has to hit a goal, and then the amount that they pre-ordered is all they'll make, which is pretty cool too. I actually there was a job posted on lego.com a couple months ago for that role, for managing that program, and I was so excited about that and got crickets. Heard nothing. That's the problem, is like, I know you should just like apply for a bunch of stuff, but the roles I really want are the ones I don't hear anything back on, you know? Two, 3, and 2 of the black. I'm very excited to get this build done. It's been a fun time, but it is definitely time to move on to bigger and better things, you know? It should be this one. And once we do finish, I'll talk a little bit about what that is, because I have a couple of courses of action that I can go down, and we'll see which one we decide to do. But rest assured, it will be Lego streams, and it will be Saturday mornings. That will not change. Okay, and then 2 black. And 1 of those. Excellent. Appreciate. I'll post it later. That's cool. I appreciate you letting me support my friend on your Discord. Yeah, he's a Lego fan. I must let him know about your stuff. Yeah, you should. I haven't, to be honest. I only knew of it because of him. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a great program. It's just a cool way to engage. Like, I mean, Lego just brings out these very super creative people. Like, it just cultivates that in their fan base. And so for Lego to sort of officially recognize that hard work and partner with actual Lego builders, I think that's a pretty cool thing. I think that's awesome. Two, and then 2 of the 6. Lots of dark blue. Could be worse. I had an interview for a completely different company than the application. That's weird. How did that happen? That doesn't seem likely, but were you headhunted? Maybe is that what happened? Or they just saw your resume and they're like, you know what? We like this person. We're going to put them in this role instead. So we think they'd be really good at it. Try to write an email to possibly get a tattoo booking. Ooh, what kind of tattoo are you going to get? Do you already have tattoos, or is this your first one? I gotta say I'm kind of interested in getting a tattoo. I don't know what. Maybe once I get super buff, I'll get some tattoos. I don't know. Actually, I like the tattoo aesthetic. I actually think it's a cool vibe, as the kids say. First one, nice. Just a simple, thin black armband. Nice. I would actually kind of like a full-on sleeve. Like, I feel like if I'm going to do tattoo, I go from like nothing to 100, 0 to 100, which obviously you wouldn't do all in one sitting. It would take you years to get there. But I feel like if I have tattoos, I do want them to be... I'd want them to be like visible, you know? I'd want it to be a big deal. I don't know. I have heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise, Bebo. I have indeed. I like how it's the wise and it was about himself. It's like you're the legend, man. You're the one who made it up. Application was for a brand ambassador of a massage company. Then in the interview, I found out it was a brand ambassador for all sorts of companies. Oh, okay. Interesting. I like tattoos, just not on myself. I get that. Yeah. I just don't know what I would get, you know? I mean, obviously, I think it'd be kind of cool to have, like, maybe, like, a Lego brick. Wow, I am white. A Lego brick, like, right here. Or some kind of, like, maybe a couple Lego bricks all clicked together. That could be kind of cool. But, yeah, I need to get some sun. But then I think, well, if I'm just going to have it there, and I'm always constantly wearing shirts, why am I getting it? You know? So that's where I circle back to, like, maybe I'll get a tattoo once I feel more comfortable being shirtless in public, you know, which is probably going to be a while. Because there's a lot of body confidence issues in that regard. But I'm working on it. I'm getting there. I'm learning to love myself where I am, which is very important. Speaking of, I just discovered that there's 12. This is 12. I just discovered that in my workout journal that I only have one more week left in this program. And I will have cycled through this journal twice now. 3 times? I mean, I've done it in the past. I guess I would say twice in recent history. So I think it's time to move on. I think it's time to move on to a new workout regimen. I'm still going to do it at lunchtime, but I'm thinking about doing something different. I'm just trying to figure out what it is. I still like the flexibility of like doing a different muscle group a day because it allows me to work out 5 days a week straight on without having to worry about, hurting myself. Because like one day I'll work out my biceps and the next day it'll be my abs or something like that. So I'm not constantly working out the same muscle group and potentially not letting it recover and hurting myself. So I'm looking for something that still allows me to do that. I wouldn't mind it if it was in like a YouTube format, like a video or something I could do. But it's also got to kind of be like sort of different each day. That's what I like about the journal is, the workouts are generally the same. They're always kind of mixed up a little bit in different order. And I like that. And then some weeks you might do burpees, which I hate. But then the next week they won't have burpees. So it's kind of nice to not know, because I feel like if I knew what I was getting myself into every day, I would be like, ugh, I don't want to do that. Like when I get to leg day, I have a general sense of like what we're going to work on, obviously legs, but I don't really know in what order and things like that. So I find that helps me. The variety helps me quite a bit. I have no idea what you're on about. You're a fine specimen of a man. Well, thank you. I will admit to you that I have had issues with self-confidence, and I'm working on it. So I will take the compliment and thank you for it. And I will not think about all day how you don't know what you're talking about. Whoops. That is supposed to be another black one. Then down to 3. It's the same thing as the imposter syndrome, right? It's like the same energy of like you can't take a compliment. Oh, I have a story about work too. In that same vein. I'm just figuring out workouts. Yeah, it's been coming up on 3 months for me of consistent workouts. My diet is not as much of a concern to me right now. I feel like I could dial that in if I want to, but I'm kind of giving myself some grace. I'm upping my protein intake, but I'm not really limiting my calories, although but I know I'm not going over for sure. I'm just not tracking it, because I just don't like the way I feel when I track calories, when I track carbs, when I track whatever. And I don't technically track my protein. I just like get a general sense of like how much protein is in each thing, and then I try to hit a certain mark each day. And that has been helpful. Like last night we went out and had a little date night last night because my mother-in-law spent the night and watched Zeke for us. She's actually out on the couch right now. She watched Zeke for us, and we went and had Chinese food. And I had teriyaki chicken on white rice. I didn't eat all the rice because I was just full. And I had like 2 egg rolls. And that's it. And I was full. I was like, I am actually really full. So I feel like I've been healthier with my food lately. I've been healthier with that, and I think that's good. You know, like maybe not so much like, oh, the foods that people generally think are the most healthy. But my relationship to food is a little bit healthier than it has been in the past, I think. Not to say that I won't dial that in if I want to try to like do a cut or something like that. But I don't feel the need to do that right now. I'm just kind of vibing. I'm better mentally. My mental health has not been in such a good spot in a long time. I'm much better off. And I credit that a lot to just getting up and doing something, you know? Panel done. Time. 30 minutes. Same man. I still find it hard to stream because I have confidence issues. Yet I get so many people saying they like my work. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. It's why I didn't stream for the longest time. But you know, man, like just look around Twitch. Like what I was about to say, it sounded really mean, so I won't say that. But just like there's all sorts of people on Twitch. There's all sorts of people putting themselves out there, and there's no reason why you couldn't do the same thing. You know? Like you are just as valid as anybody else. Ooh, I wonder if I could play that. I saw the greatest TikTok. I should just put it in the Discord. I saw the greatest TikTok from, I can't, my phone's here. I'm going to have to try to remember, which is not going to happen. But I saw a great TikTok from Lizzo. And Lizzo was saying, she was getting preachy. And she was saying that, like, you need to say something nice about yourself every day. Because the world is just out there trying to tear down people, and we hear it from all sorts of other people how unworthy we are and how unlovable we are, that we don't need to hear it from ourselves. And if you say something nice about yourself every day, you will start believing it because it is true. And it was really good. It was actually really good. I was like, Lizzo is, she's great. She's great. I love her message, for sure. She felt so much like a preacher. I loved it. What's an egg roll? Is that an American thing? I'm sorry? You don't know what an egg roll is? I'm not making fun of you, I promise. I'm just shocked. I'm shocked. An egg roll is like a, typically, wonton wrapper. It's usually a staple of Chinese food, although a lot of times things that I think are Chinese food are Americanized, or should we say colonized. So maybe it's more popular in America, but it's usually a Chinese food staple, at least around here. And they're very good. A lot of times they have like cabbage in them. Sometimes they have meat. Sometimes there's a vegetable. It just depends. Sometimes they're chicken. I think the one we have is usually just cabbage, I think. I don't think it has any meat in it. I could be wrong, though. We call them spring rolls in Europe. So spring rolls I've had with sushi, where they're wrapped in, what is like that clear edible wrapping? Hopefully it's edible and I haven't been eating it wrong. Spring rolls are also great. Okay, so you call them spring rolls too. Okay. Rice paper, yeah. The egg rolls themselves are more in the wonton, which is like flour based. Spring rolls, at least as I know spring rolls, are more of the rice paper ones. Those are specifically Vietnamese, I think. Okay. From that area. Yeah, I mean, as an American, there's a lot of stuff that we just say, oh, that's Chinese. And then it's like, well, it's a little more complicated than that. Usually because of colonization. I should get like a graphic that like puts the words here as I do this. Add it to the to-do list. We're cooking with gas now. I'm on the second one. It still took me about 30 minutes. So I was still thinking that if we ended up doing 30 minutes for each one, roughly, that we would end up with an hour and a half of this, and then hopefully the rest of the stream putting it together. I just don't know how complicated it's going to get to put together. It's probably going to get a little weird, because I'm going to have to stretch it across the whole desk, and that's going to be very interesting. Okay, I tell you what I'm going to do real quick. I'm using... Which ones am I using the most of? I'm going to be using the dark blue a lot. I'm going to be using 2s a lot. Kind of silver gray. I'll be using 3s and then definitely 1s. I'll put these open here so I can quickly grab the piece that I need. Chinese, Taiwanese spring rolls. Or the kind you call egg rolls. Okay, but I think the egg roll variant is just bigger. Spring and summer rolls, yeah. Oh yeah, and I guess technically what we had, let's see, yeah. Technically what we had last night was not Chinese food. It was Vietnamese food because it was a pho. It was a pho noodle place. So yeah. Me calling it Chinese food is actually not, that's not the case. Colonial upbringing. Whoops. They have some of the best egg rolls, though. I'm going to tell you. They're really good. And they do call them egg rolls in their menu, so I don't know. But they could just do that because they're like, well... It's what these silly Americans think it is already. So why not just let them do it? Kuru, good morning. How the heck are you? Happy Saturday, or whatever day it might be in your time zone. We're getting close. We're getting close to the finish line. I can feel it. As long as I don't try to rush through this and end up making the same mistake I did last week, we should be finishing this in about an hour. Well, finishing the tiles. The rest of it, I don't know how long that's going to take. One, two. I'll definitely be happy to have this as a completed vision. It's gonna be super cool. I'll try my best. I was gonna hang it on this wall over here, but I'm really kind of feeling like you all should see it in frame for a little while at least. So maybe before I hang it, before I commit to where it's going to hang, maybe I can put it behind me somewhere where we can see it for a little while. I don't know. I'm actually in the process of thinking about switching up the office anyway. So you may see it differently here relatively soon. Might even be this weekend. Because this feels like a good weekend to do it. Wake up early on a Sunday morning and start swapping my desk around. Ooh, that's my second favorite thing to do. My first favorite thing to do is get up on a Saturday morning early and build Lego. My second favorite thing to do is to rearrange my office. I love it. I love it. It's another reason why I was talking the other day about needing to have my space. Lars and I were talking about like tiny homes and selling everything we have and living in an RV. And how I don't know if I could do that because I gotta have my space where I can stretch out, you know. I can be myself. The concept of a man cave was invented for people like me. We're the ones who did it. Oops. Yeah. Americans call jam jelly. There's also another name they call jelly. Jello? I don't think we've ever called Jello jelly. Unless they call Jello jelly in non-American countries. That's probably... I could see that. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened with us. Where we just basically were like, so here's what the world is calling something. Like, okay, my biggest pet peeve, okay? Okay, not my biggest, but I'm being hyperbolic. But one of my pet peeves is football, okay? American football has no right to be called football. It doesn't make any sense. So we just took a thing that already existed, a name for a sport that was already a thing, and we just said, oh, our game is called that now. And they'll be like, oh, okay, so like, do you kick the ball? Well, sometimes. But mostly you're using your hands on the ball. It should be called handball, if anything. Like, oh, well, do you kick? Wait, nope, I'm good. Okay. I thought I got turned around again. Do you use your feet in that sport at all? No. Mostly we use it for running. But we'll use our hands and we tackle. We could call it tackle ball. But no, we took a thing that already existed, changed its name, changed its meaning, because it's got to be our thing. But yet at its core, it's just stolen from other cultures. That is a very uniquely American thing that we do a lot. You call Jello jelly. I guess it doesn't make sense. I mean, Jello's just a brand, right? So how much of like American culture is made up because of branding? Because some marketing person was like, oh, let's make a brand called Jello, and then let's just get everybody to think that brand is the thing. So now anytime you see it, even off-brand, you think, oh, it's off-brand Jello. Jello is the thing it is, but it's really not. Jello is a brand of whatever that substance is. But we've just called it Jello. So our minds have just been infected. Speaking of English, did you know R2-D2 was originally going to be able to speak English? Well, so Bebo, that's actually the inspiration for your creation. You'll remember a while back, little Bebo mostly only communicated in beeps and whistles, and then was translated. But recently, he's got an upgrade to his speech motivator, and he can now interact in BASIC. So he's got a translator inside that can now just translate it into BASIC from his droid beeps. So he doesn't realize it. He thinks he's still speaking in the beeps, but he is also, we're able to hear him in BASIC, which I think is pretty cool. Sometimes we don't have a word for what he's saying, so that comes across as a boop beep, or a bleepity bloop. But yeah, we got you, Bebo. We got you. Yeah, I don't get why it's called soccer either. Yeah. Well, then once they took the football name, they're like, well, shoot, there's a sport here called football already, and now people here want to play it. What are we going to do? Okay, well, we'll just change the name of that pre-existing sport that did already exist. So it's not like we made it up and stole a name. It's like, no, we just decided we're going to call it this. And the rest of the world just kind of like scratches their heads and is like, why? If you would have named the first sport something that made sense, something that wasn't an already existing name of a sport, then you wouldn't have to rename football into soccer. You know? Like, why didn't you do that? so true. This is why I love America. It's just, I think what it was that people thought that we would be very isolationist. I think that's the word. Where I don't think people understood how connected the world would become. And they probably just thought that America would exist in its own little bubble and that nobody, other cultures would never infiltrate it. So like no one would ever really find out that we just basically stole our entire culture from other cultures. That is the American culture. Yeah. It's a culture of colonization, where we just basically took bits and pieces from other cultures and changed it and made it our own. And then instead of embracing where that came from originally, we actually just tried to literally whitewash it and make it seem like it was ours the whole time. It'd be a different story if we were actually wanting to be a melting pot, if we actually wanted to respect and incorporate other people's traditions. But no, what we really want to do is we just want to take it and we want to claim it as our own, much like we did the actual land on which we stand. This is going deep. But it's true. It's 100% true. Like, it's in every history textbook. It just gets glossed over that we like literally stole everything that we have. It's wild. It's wild. We just stole it. There's no amount of like history revisionist that you can be that would ever stand up to scrutiny to think that we didn't do anything but just steal everything that we have. It's just exactly what we did. And it's sad. It's sad but true. Yeah. Summed up is right. There's a lot more. It's more complicated than that, obviously, right? There's well-intentioned people. There's people with not good intentions, ill-intentioned people. There's good motivation, bad motivation. Like, there's a lot that goes into that. But at its core, that is really the truth. That is really what happened. I remember as a kid, so I grew up in Missouri. I don't currently live there now, but I grew up in Missouri, and there's a national park not far from where we lived called the Trail of Tears National Park. And they had a museum and stuff there, and we would go there on field trips and learn about the poor natives who were displaced by, colonizers. And look how sad it was that this happened. And it was actually sad. Like, you'd go and watch, like they'd have these exhibits of children huddled together for warmth on the trail, just trying to be forcibly moved. And they'd embrace it as like the Trail of Tears and how sad it was. And I don't think ever once it was like pointed to and gone, this is wrong. Like this is bad. This is something America did that's bad. Like, this is bad. The event itself was shown as being sad and like, what a shame. But I don't think I ever was like taught, or maybe I never asked the question why. It was just like, well, so we came here, but some of the natives didn't want to move after they agreed that they would give us this land, so they had to go down this trail. It's so funny how we jump over details when we're telling this story. We just and you just skip over like a really big important piece of the puzzle. And that important piece of the puzzle is that we stole the land. Like, we stole it. They didn't understand what was happening, and we just stole it and then forced them to leave. And a lot of them died because of that. And it's just so weird how we could be we're like this close to like really helping unravel that, and then we don't send it home with our kids. All that would have had to been said is like, yeah, this is shameful. This is the most shameful part of our history. One of the most. There's a lot of others, But you need to learn today, kid, that like this country is built on colonization, white supremacy, racism, and isolationism. And those are bad things, kid. And we got to fight against bad things like that. We cannot treat people that way. Those words were never uttered to me. I had to learn that stuff myself. That was never uttered to me as a child. Never. Because you'd leave the Trail of Tears, and then all of a sudden, a couple days later, oh, hey, it's the 4th of July. We got to go set some fireworks off and sing some patriotic songs and praise God for our country and, you know, just generally prop up the institution that we just talked about how bad it was, you know. You know? It's just so close to the truth. The truth was always in front of our eyes. It's just that we didn't open our eyes to see it, or we weren't taught it. We weren't given it. We weren't presented it. It's like we were presented right up to the truth, but no further. No further conversation happened at that point. You know. Okay. Sounds a bit like the UK, to be honest. The lizard people. Well, I've seen a lot of stuff from the UK that gives me genuine pause and a lot of concern that they're headed down a very similar path. And really, when you think about it, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, who were the colonizers, right? Where did we come from? Well, I came from Sweden, but, you know, I got that Swedish blood. But in general, the nation, I mean, that's where it originated. No offense to any Brits, you know. But they definitely have their own fair share of issues that they need to work through as well. Just not as up to speed on what those are versus what ours are, you know. But I'm aware of a few. I try not to criticize like countries that I don't know much about. You know, like I feel comfortable criticizing America because that's where I am. I am an American, and I can see uniquely firsthand the toxic culture that we have. I went one too many. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Should have just done that. Swap that out. I'm in a flow now. I love this part right here. This part right here where I'm not like thinking too hard about it and I'm talking about something that I find interesting. And then I look down and it's like, wow, I'm almost done with this panel. Like this is the part that I like to be. Oh no, it's fine. This is what I need. I need us to like get off topic so I don't just bore you to death. This is what we do here. Oh, hold on. Shoot. Hold on. We did do something wrong. Drat. Curses. This all needs to be... I did get distracted, though, but that's fine. That's not your fault. Yeah, I mean, in its own way, America is definitely a fascinating place. I think this is all I did. I think this is what I need to do is just move this over. We'll double check it, though. And the history of it is like a great story of like what we should all be learning. There's good stories in it. I mean, like I said before, there's the good and the bad. I Okay, let's try this now. So we're on this one. Somewhere along the line on this one, I got turned around. There we go. But I think I'm gonna bring this back. It's definitely an interesting case study. And I'm not naive enough to believe that there aren't problems in other countries, right? I've seen them. They're there. But the problems we face here are just so unique in some instances that it's pretty hard. There we go. 2-2. Hey, good morning, Clumsy. How the heck are you? We're talking about colonization. Our favorite subject. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I did. I just ended up skipping one and built it where I shouldn't have. That's no big deal. No big deal. I can totally understand why America is fascinating to people. I think if I didn't live in the hellhole, I would also be fascinated by it. Be like, what is going on over there? But right now, it's just kind of scary, you know? Especially for kids. Holy cow. Why did I have to have a kid, like, during this time? I actually do legitimately think about that stuff a lot. I thought about that during COVID. Was like, obviously, I don't regret it. I don't take any of it back. I would do it all over again. But it's like, man, why did like COVID have to happen right when I had like a 6-month-old, you know? Why did a lot of stuff have to kind of go down right at this point, you know? Hey, it's Clumsy and Darth Torlin. Good morning, Darth Torlin. How are you doing? Doing good. About to get started on the Rex helmet build. What? Get out of town. How many of the helmets do you have now? Do you have like, do you have the whole collection? I don't have any of the new ones. I don't have the clone helmets and I don't have Bosch. Mostly because I don't have the room. Like the shelves that I have mine on over here are already full. So I don't know what I would do with them. Whoops. That piece just went flying. But you know what? It can just do that. Can't sleep? It stinks. I'm sorry. Actually, I had a little bit of trouble sleeping last night. I had trouble falling asleep. I don't know why. Guess what, everyone? Last one. Ooh, and this one we're going to put a Star Wars logo on it. Today is Empire Day. Empire Strikes Back. Is it Empire Strikes Back anniversary? Is that today? I haven't built any of the helmets, but my brother keeps his Mando helmet on my Lego shelf. Oh, okay, cool. So the first one, those are fun builds. They're really good. Same as everywhere, good and bad. Like UK has its own problems, although I do think sometimes our government says, if America's doing it, let's get on this bus. That's kind of what I was referring to, is I'm seeing some... It's weird. I started seeing the same mentality from the UK that I saw in the US in like 2016, 2015. Brexit. I mean, that's basically the mentality, right? That we're amazing, we're awesome, we should do this on our own. And let's get out of all these deals that we've been in. Let's get out of all these alliances that we've been in, which is just a bad idea. Just a generally bad idea. But man, did people flock to that message. Like flies to a dung pile. People like it. People like the show of strength, you know? They like people to know that to think that they're big, strong boys. And that you better not mess with them because they're big, strong boys and they'll beat you up. That's it. It's childish. Back in 1980, when The Empire Strikes Back was set to open with a royal premiere in London on May 20th. Well, may the Empire be with you. What do you say? What do you say on Empire Strikes Back Day? May your empire strike true. May your empire long live the empire. Long live the king. At its core, and George Lucas has admitted this, Star Wars is about American colonialism and imperialism. So, checkmate, liberals. So yeah, it's fitting that we get political with this stuff because it is inherently, everything is inherently political, but boom. The helmets are good builds though, Clumsy. I hope one day I can get more of them. I just have to be more selective, I can't go all Pokemon on this, I would literally not have a home if I gotta collect them all on this, So you just get the ones that spark you joy, The Mando helmet's pretty great too. And I appreciate that your brother hopefully still does, but enjoys Mando. Means maybe he can be reasonable, Maybe we can disagree on some sequel stuff, but we can come together under the banner of the Mando because this is the way. Maybe not. It depends. I'm programmed for sarcasm and witty comebacks. That you are. That you are, Bebo. Oops. As soon as I gave Bebo a voice, he really started to get a little sassy. I like to think his attitude is a little bit like Chopper from Rebels. Like kind of just sassiness. Chopper was brutal. I'm so excited to see him live action. I hope we get to see more of the Rebels crew than I'm worried about. I'm kind of worried they're not going to be in it a lot. But man, I sure hope it's like they all have to reunite to go on a mission together. I really hope that that's the case. I hope so. I found out a cool thing about Star Wars the other day, that the film Return of the Jedi actually was going to be called Revenge of the Jedi, but it didn't sound like a Jedi taking revenge, so they renamed it. And if you have any merch that says Revenge of the Jedi, it's worth a pretty penny now. You are absolutely correct. That did happen. And there's actually quite a bit of merch. And it's pretty wild to me that it got all the way to marketing before Lucas was like, you know what? Jedi shouldn't take revenge. That's a pretty uniquely Sith thing. I don't think we should do that. And then changed it. And then what's even more fascinating, what's kind of like a weird, I don't know, it sticks in my brain, is then the fact that like episode 3 does get called Revenge of the Sith. There's just this like, there's like this poetry to it where Lucas realized in the moment, oh, a Jedi is more noble than that. A Sith would take revenge, but not a Jedi. And so it's almost like in the back of his head, he's always planning that, like, I'm going to use this revenge thing. I'm going to use this revenge thing one day. One day. They should call Daisy Ridley's new movie, they should just call it Revenge of the Jedi. That'd be funny. Just watch people lose their mind. You still have to watch Rebels? Oh, clumsy. Okay, first off, are you going to watch Rebels? And you can be honest. And second question, are you planning on watching Ahsoka when it comes out? Because the answer to that question will inform what I'm about to tell, the advice I'm about to give you, okay? Definitely gonna watch it. Okay, so will you have enough time to watch Rebels before Ahsoka? Because I do think well, Dave Filoni has said it's not going to be required. I think they'll do a good job of wrapping it up and making sure it's accessible to everyone. Rebels is good. Like Rebels is actually probably my favorite animated feature. Yeah. I think I could say that with confidence. Probably my favorite animated Star Wars. I know that Clone Wars fans are going to gasp, but I just wasn't as into Clone Wars. I will admit to you that the first couple episodes are kind of like, all right, it's definitely a made-for-kids show, probably more so than Clone Wars was. But the ending of season... Was it the ending of season 1? I'm not going to spoil anything. I think it was the ending of season 1. Just absolute chills. And that is where the show just... Maybe it was season 2. Anyway, there's an ending to one of the seasons that just propels that thing. And still, every time I watch it to this day, gives me chills. You know? Is Ahsoka in August of 2023? Why did I think it was just in a couple months? Well, I mean, it's already May. June, July, August. Yeah. So that's plenty of time. That is plenty of time to watch Rebels. It's not that long.
It's Chuck Norris's water.
Right.
It's a roundhouse kick of hydration.
Exactly. It's not that long. The episodes are fairly short. It isn't like Clone Wars where I would be like, ugh, there's some Clone Wars episodes you could skip. I would just watch all of them. I think Clumsy would really like it. I think it'd be right up your alley. And it gets good. It starts out like kind of like, ooh, this might be just a little bit too childish, really. But then it just hits its stride, and it's so good. And that's why you'll see people so excited to see like certain characters show up in Ahsoka that just like are just amazing. It's pretty great. And also the story of Rebels is really like the story of how it came to pass. It was on the heels of the Disney acquisition, right? And Clone Wars had gotten canceled. They just were like, okay, Clone Wars is done. We're moving on. We want to move to the OG trilogy era, right? So make us something in that era. And luckily, they still kept Dave Filoni on. Because otherwise, I'm not so sure it would have been amazing. Otherwise, they got very fortunate that they didn't get rid of him. But yeah, it just every time surprises me. And there's just some moments where, ooh, I'm not even going to spoil it. I really do think you should watch it. That's all I'll say. Mm-hmm. 2, 3. Excuse me, this one's all the way down. And thank you for the roundhouse kick of hydration, by the way. It was delicious. I feel like I only took a tiny sip, though. So I might owe you another one. Yep, this is the last panel. I watched those films as a kid, had no idea about that fact until 20 years later. Yep. Yeah, I don't remember exactly when I discovered that either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, good. Just making sure I didn't make a giant mistake on the last panel. That would be classic me. Classic. Oh, shoot. Oh, get back here. Anybody else have that thing where you get towards the end of something like a goal or like a competition, and as you can see the finish line, that's really where you kind of start to fumble a little bit? That's me. It's me. Hi. You're probably wondering how I got here. Oh, come on. See, I feel like I start to get like a little clumsy. Whenever I get to the point where I can see the finish line. I can see the ending up ahead, even though we're not actually anywhere near being done yet. We're just almost done with the panels. That's a far shot from being just done. How did I get here? Where am I? Who am I? Who's this guy? I heard my name. I was like, clumsy. It stuck to my finger. Lil Clumsy sounds like a Minecraft rapper. Uh-huh. Lil Clumsy does Minecraft rapping while doing Minecraft parkour. It's the perfect combination. Catch my next album coming out this summer. Do you have the song of the summer? I've been waiting to see who has the song of the summer. I just haven't heard it yet. Absolutely no one has claimed that they have the song of the summer yet. I need it. I need the song of the summer. Even though I don't remember last year's song of the summer. Maybe that says more about me. Okay, I haven't seen what Lars said. By the way, have you heard the legend of Emily Axford? And are you finally setting up your laptop? I'm so proud. I knew you could do it. You're getting stuff done. I love it. Emily Axford. I don't know who that is. Or maybe I do and I just don't realize the name. But off the top of my head, I don't know. I've got it set up now. I'm getting prepared for my Lego build stream. Let's go. Let's get a... Oh, that's loud. Sorry. I'm proud. It's amazing. I love it. I love this little like Lego building community we're making here. I love it. I encourage it out of all of you. Okay, Emily Axford is a demon of a D&D player. She's become a guest on Critical Role. Okay. That's something I should watch. I should try to watch, but it's kind of daunting to get into, if I'm honest. I know it's good. I love the people on it. But it's a little daunting because it's been going for so long now. Thank you, Bebo. I agree. If anybody needs to take a stretch break, which I probably need to take after I'm done with this panel, and before we jump into the final phase of the build, that would be a perfect time to do so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then one of these. Hey, good morning, Charles. Can I still be part of the community even though my Lego builds are digital? Absolutely, especially after seeing that one you did in Dreams. Holy cow. That is a talent and patience, a level of patience that I would not have myself, says the guy who has spent the last 5 or 6 weeks just painstakingly putting 1 pixel at a time onto these boards and even messing it up a couple times. That's the wrong color. And good morning, Charles. How you doing? Happy Saturday. How was your week? Ooh, there was a story about work I was going to say too, so good timing. I'll talk about that in a minute. I said like an hour ago, oh, I have a work story, and then I never said it, so. We're almost there. I can feel it. I can taste it. We'll never have to put another little pixel on this little board ever again. I better not say that, because then I'm going to find out that I messed them up and I'm going to have to start over on some. If that happens, we're going to just switch to just chatting or we're going to go play Zelda. If I have to redo any of these, I think we'll stretch it out another week. I don't know if I have it in me. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best here. Yeah, I don't know why. Like my hands are like getting sweaty. It's like I'm really anticipating the finish line. It's finish line of sorts. There's still a lot to do. I don't know why I'm acting that way. Like I'm acting really anxious to like get there. Okay, underneath the A. Sorry, I know you can't see the instructions, but right here, there's this, 2, 3, 1, 2. Whoa, that one went flying, but that's fine. I had a spare. Okay, now let me go back down. And then there's this one here. This is where the Star Wars logo is gonna go, right down here. We got a little bit of, looks like maybe some of the lightsaber is shining over here a little bit, or maybe some sparks flying off the lightsaber. Oh, actually, I think this is probably the hilt right here. That's possible. Yesterday was the best day of the week, but of course it was Friday. I wish I could relate, Charles. Yesterday was the worst day of the week for me. It's been a heck of a week, but you know what? I am in such a better place mentally that had this happened a year ago or 6 months ago, I would have crumbled. And now I feel much more resilient. And it's like, yes, what's going on right now kind of stinks. I don't like it. It's frustrating. I do get frustrated at it, but I'm not crumbling under the pressure, you know? So that feels good. That feels like progress, you know? Feels like progress to me. Yeah, there was just it usually happens whenever there's a really troubled item that like everybody needs to get and we're not able to provide it, or provide it in limited quantities. I work on essentially allocation systems where we need to make sure that everybody who needs the product can get it, and that nobody comes in and just scoops up everything in order to gosh, what's the word I'm thinking of? In order to like stock up and then no one else can get it, you know? You get your big guys, you know? You got your big guys who will come in and basically just take everything during a supply issue. So it's a supply issue. It's a big one. It's an important one. But I just feel like I'm managing it better. I wish I had more time. I want more time to work on stuff. I'm basically answering emails like all day right now. And that's not my favorite thing to do. That is not the kind of role I would like to be in for very long. Just answering questions after questions. Can we raise the allocation? Can we shift the allocation? Can we do anything? You know, it's a lot. It's a lot. But I'm doing much better, like so much better. We'll see how long that lasts. I might hit a wall. Everybody has their breaking point. I haven't hit it yet, but we'll see. Let's see. Since you like that, Nutter, you any suggestions of any Lego sets? I was thinking for the next project could either be this or like the looks, or I like the looks of a Wally. Wally would be great. My kid loves Wally. Wally could be really cool. Make him really big. Is that who you're talking? I hope that's who you're talking about with Wally. Wally, the character from Disney Pixar's smash hit Wall-E, which was groundbreaking at its time for having almost no dialogue. That was a big source of contention at the time, but it turned out to be just a lovely movie. Lovely movie. Boom, boom. Oh, believe me, I can relate. Yeah. Lately, I've been depressed, so I ordered Lego pieces for a mock build. I hope that helps you feel better. I'm sorry to hear that. I understand the feeling. Been there, am there, as I like to say. But I hope it gets better for you. And hey, if Lego therapy is what you need to get through it, you do you. But I hope you're also taking care of yourself. And getting help if you need it, you know? Like, if you need it, you should absolutely reach out. There are places, people, and things that can help with those kind of stuff. And you should know that, like, you're worth not having to put up with depression all the time, you know? And there it is. Clumsy, thank you. Congrats on the progress. Yeah, I tell this story a lot, guys, but back in about November, December, I was about to hang up the streaming entirely and just say screw it. And it wasn't because of this. It was because of work and my own anxiety, depression, and depression light maybe. That's it. I know it's a retired set, but as long as I have the instructions, I can build it. As long as I have the instructions, I can build it. So probably a few months before completed, but thanks. Means I know what next project is. I think that's a great idea. Yep. Yeah, and be able to like build something that is out of print. I think that's a pretty cool idea. I just wish they would port Dreams to PC and let the community like mod it. It'd be wild. You need a good job emote. I agree. I need new emotes in general. I actually added that to my list on Thursday. That I really should put some effort into getting like a full set of emotes. Of course, we'll keep the classics. We'll keep all the ones that we currently have already. Like these ones are some of my favorites. Those are my favorites. But these ones, yeah, like the standard ones, this one, yeah, I think those are the ones that I wanna, oops, sorry, wrong button. Those are the ones that I want to try to update, I think. Yeah, that'd be good. Unfortunately, Plug has been pulled on any further development. Yeah, that's what I'd heard too. Okay, everybody. So, hold on one second. Oh, sorry. Ooh. Come here. Oh, yeah, what happened to the credit redeem one? I have to put it into the new bot. It should have been there, but for some reason I forgot to transfer it over. Hang on. It's Notion time. I'm going to add it to Notion real quick, okay? Otherwise, I will forget. So I transferred everything over to Mix It Up. That's what Bebo is running off of right now, and that's what all of the credit redeems are doing as well. Come on, Notion. And so I did have one, But when I swapped everything over to mix it up, I forgot to transfer that one. I can't believe I missed it. But here. Ew, what is on my keyboard? Ew. Something nasty on the keyboard. Okay. Add back, good job. Got it. Okay. So we'll do that. Easy peasy. That'll be an easy one to do. I just want to put it down now so I don't forget. But here we go, okay? This is the ultimate Vader stack. See? We have to put this all together now. Hold on. Oh no. Because if these get out of order, I'm just now realizing how bad it would be. It'd be like, ooh, funny. It'd be funny if I dropped it, but no, it wouldn't. Okay. Let me try to get this. Okay, actually, I am nervous now. Oh crap. Okay. Whoa. All right. Okay, you're just being ridiculous. Half at a time. Let's put it back. Okay. All right. We're fine. Okay, it's back. Okay, we're fine. If any of them fall, you gotta rebuild. Oh no. My nose is itchy. Don't be crashy, Mimi. Don't be crashy, Mimi Nawachi. All right. So here we go. Let me get the instructions back up, because now it's about to get crazy. So because of the way I built it, right? I think I'm going to start from the bottom of the instructions up and connect them that way. So this one should connect to this one. Sorry, I'm not on the Lego scene. Here you go. It's probably going to go on the wall over here. However, I think maybe I'm not going to hang it up today. I think maybe for the next couple streams, maybe I'll keep it in the background for a bit so we can all appreciate it for a while. Okay, everything looks good here. That's the first set. Okay, then we'll go back up. Okay. And the next ones are this one. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. No, it was just turned around the other way. Okay. It's okay. And this one. Yep. Let me know when you start to see. Oh, here. Let me make sure I'm decent. Okay. Am I decent here? Yes, I'm decent. Okay. Make sure my shirt wasn't like... Okay. This way you can get a little bit of a bigger view. Okay, so that's that one. There's a lot of framework that we have to do as well. Okay. Wait. There we go. Okay. So this one, this, then this, and this one. 6-pack view. No, that is definitely a keg right there. It is getting better. It's getting a little bit more toit, but it is definitely a little bit of a kegger. But it's not bad. Okay. Do you kind of see it? Do you see it? You see it? This is going to be such a long boy. Okay. I'm going to turn it this way because I'm going to have to start going out this way here. You see it? All right. Yeah, it's going to be huge. It is going to be huge. All right, up to the next one. Okay. So it should be, yep, this one. This. Holy cow, it's working. It's working. Whoop, hold on. No. You. I didn't put pins on the bottom side. Just forgot. No big deal. Next Lego build will be a huge table. I am going to shift over to using the bigger table for sure. This will probably be the biggest thing that we build in a while, though. We'll probably end up building a smaller scale. I'd like to build some of those dioramas. I think that would be really cool. But, you know. Oh, Bebo. It's okay. Don't worry. It's fine. Nothing to worry about here. Come on. Oh. I guess I didn't need these ones on this one. Why did I put pins on every single side? Come on, what were you thinking 3 weeks ago, me? Ow. This is the best part. This right here is the best part. I love building the throne room diorama. It was so cool. That one looks amazing. If I was going to pick one today, it would be that one. The speeder bike chase is also really cool, though, too. My nose is just itching like crazy. And I'm trying my darndest to not just scratch it. All right, we got some lightsaber going on here. Everything positioned correctly. Yep. Oh, sorry, robot. I wish they throw in some Ewoks in the speeder chase. I do wish the speeder chase was just a little bit bigger. It's kind of small, but I finished setting up my stream for later on. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Next one. Oh, it's about to hit the edge of the table over here. So, ruh-roh. This one, this one, this one. Looking cool. And also, Critical Role can seem daunting to get into, but it's not too bad, to be honest. Where should I start? That's what I just need, is somebody be like, okay, start with this. Start with this campaign, or from the beginning, or whatever the case may be. There we go. Still going. It's a real long boy. Start with campaign 3. That's what I did. Okay. It is looking really cool. This is the part I love, where all these weeks of hard work have really started to pay off. We're seeing the fruits of our labor right in front of us. Oh, it looks so cool on camera. I'm jealous. It actually looks better on camera than sitting right in front of it because it still just kind of looks like dots everywhere. It is kind of off the edge of the table there by a little bit. I think we'll still have enough stability to do a couple more before I have to worry about it. In fact, this is the last one. So we should be able to scooch it over a little bit. All right. Oh, we still have work to do. There's still an entire frame to build around this to make it into the piece of art that it truly is. That's the last one, which means, so it's not super stable yet. You can see it's got a lot of flex to it. I can't even show it all on camera. It should be a lot more stable once I get the frame around it, and then I should be able to pick it up. Sweet. Okay. So yeah, I mean, it's a little off the edge. If I move some stuff around, maybe I can make it fit a little bit better. That's what she said. Okay. Oh, my whole mat is going now. Okay. I think that's going to be workable. I can reach the end. I could even go a little bit further in. Okay. Deborah Ann Mall. Whoa. Deborah Ann Wall. Yeah, it's a big boy. It's beautiful though. I love the way it looks like on the camera there. It's kind of getting a little bit of the glare from the lights, but outside of that. Okay, so let's get back into the instructions. Scroll all the way down. Holy cow. I almost can't believe it. Squeeze me. All right, so come on, get to the end. Almost there. All right, putting it all together. Okay, so around the entire yep. I need 48. We need basically all of these. Of which I did not sort all these pieces yet, so I actually think I'm going to dump them out on top here. Because we're going to use all of these. Okay. Yeah, much easier. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to put one of these at the end. At the end of each of these sections. The end of each section and the beginning of the next. Okay. Uh-oh, got my first sticker. Wish me luck. I hate stickers so much. I'm just not good at them. That's really what it comes down to. I make a big stink about like, oh, Lego should pony up and just print pieces again. But really it's because I'm just so bad at putting on stickers. But the problem is you get one sticker. You get the one sticker, and if you mess it up or you rip the sticker, then it's null and void. Maybe Lego would send you another one. I don't know. this look cool on camera at all? Just a bunch of pieces there. I'm just basically taking these, and these are going on the outside of each section. At the beginning of a section and the end of a section. So there should be 48 of these in total. I don't know where my sticker sheet is. Uh-oh. Well then. Sorry to say, you're not allowed to finish it. It will forever be incomplete. I hope that's not the case, for the record. Let's not put that bad juju in the air. Is it also? It's also on the side over here. Go back to. There we go. You could have seen what I was doing the whole time. Scroll this down. Okay. Same thing on this side. Oh, when I have to flip this thing over, which I'm pretty sure I will, that's going to be wild. I'm going to have to spin it around to reach the other side. Maybe. Maybe I can feel around for the hole. I shouldn't say this. Or can I feel around for it? What's your favorite type of video game? What a great question. Man, that really kind of varies from time to time. What about you guys? Got a favorite video game? Okay, yeah, I can reach around and feel the hole. Actually pretty good at this. Kind of surprising. Come here. Okay, it should be at the end. RPG type of guy. You know, I like all sorts of different kind of games. It's really more about like the execution of the game than it is the genre. I could play probably any genre of game as long as it's executed in a great way. I mean, Zelda's a great... Oop, I think that's wrong. Yeah, that's definitely wrong. Zelda's a great... Come on. A great example of this. Yeah, it's got to go right here. Whereas, like, yeah, absolutely an open world kind of RPG-esque game like that is something that I like, but it's executed so well. It's just so well. Almost, dare I say, executed flawlessly. Almost. It's just so good. It's just so good. Story, yep, I'm into story as well. But then also, you know, sometimes I just really enjoy looter shooters. I love Destiny. What can I say? Destiny 2, I'm still in it. I've taken my month-long break in, let's see, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, in 3 days. I did just use my fingers to count the days. Don't judge me. In 3 days, the new season starts. I'll be picking up Destiny again. Do not believe I'll be doing it on stream, because it's kind of my turn my brain off, turn on a YouTube video kind of game. And we'll continue doing things like, you know, Zelda and stuff on stream. Yeah, I don't know. So it's hard. It's hard, Bebo. I don't know how to put it into words. I agree with everything Charles is saying. But also, like, I really do think I could play Yeah, well, okay. The only type of game I think I haven't really... Come on. There we go. It's pretty incredible, right? This is the part that I'm just always so surprised at, because it's like all these tiny pieces going together to make something just insanely beautiful. And seeing it from a different perspective, seeing it all click together, there's something beautiful about it. Come on. Where are you? There you go. Ooh, 2 weeks from Tuesday, Diablo 4 comes out. That's probably a game I'd try. What I was going to say, though, is the games I don't think I'm a huge fan of are there's two genres I think I'm not a fan of. One would be Dark Souls genre. I enjoy watching Spooky play Dark Souls. That's probably too loud now, huh? I enjoy watching Spooky do Dark Souls. If you don't know, he's doing Dark Souls 2, and every time he dies, he does 2 push-ups. So that's been fun. But they just seem like they're just brutal, and I don't know. I'm just not into that feeling, right? And then the second one, come on. Dark Souls series, not for me, too hard. Yeah, it's not that I don't enjoy a good challenge. I just don't like the gameplay loop. The gameplay loop is like, nope. The only Souls-like that I've played and really enjoyed has been Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor. And those are very lightly based on that, you know? It's got like a similar type of system, but it's not quite the same. It's not as hard. Even though one day I do think I'd like to try Elden Ring. It could be a fun community thing to try to do, but generally, I'm not into it. The second genre that I'm really not into. Come on. If you see paint, if you see this white on my shorts, it is just paint. Please, like, yeah, it's just paint, okay? It's just paint, I promise. Oops, did I do this one wrong? I did this one wrong. Come on. My feel for the whole method isn't really working. It was from one of the rooms that we painted in the house here. I've had these shorts for like ever. I am notoriously in need of new shorts. So the last time I painted in this house is probably 2018, and these shorts are still around. Anyway, the second genre I do not like is the Battle Royale. Nope. Don't like it. Don't want to invest time in it. No, thank you. I'm out. And that's including, but especially, Fortnite. I don't like it. I have tried it. I have given it the old college try, of which I have also dropped out of. Make sure that everything... Yeah, so those are the two genres I'm really not too into. But Tunic, I've never heard of that either. Yeah, Jedi series is obtainable, right? And Dark Souls is known for being unforgiving, you're right. Okay. Now I have more of these left. I hope that means that I did this right. It looks like I did. And beginning, and beginning, and beginning. Yeah, I think I... Yeah, I enjoy watching people do Dark Souls games. Like I said, I've had such great fun watching Spooky do it. But playing it myself, nah, I don't think so. Yeah, I've heard of Tunic before. It's the little fox, right? Was or even is free on Xbox Game Pass. Interesting, yeah. Egg. Thank you for the protein. Good morning, Pirate Eggs. How the heck are you? Hope you're doing well. All right. Whoa.
Egg 2.
Egg 2. We got double protein. I'm double proteined up on this Saturday morning. All caked up. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I'd say my favorite game of all time is Resi, like Resident Evil. Is that Resi? I'm not familiar with Resi. I am familiar with Riz. Very familiar. Okay. So now these are the hooks. Okay. It is telling me to flip this over. So now I'm realizing what a bad idea it was to put these pieces here. How long am I going to have it flipped over for? Can I do this later? Nope, I'm going to start building on the backside. I hope this doesn't wake up the kid. Backside, woo, you know it. Okay. Yeah, maybe that was a bad idea. I'm in danger.
Cabbage.
You cabbage. Oh, by the way, everybody.
Versus water. It's a roundhouse kick of
Thank you for the roundhouse kick of hydration. BT Dubs. I worked on something. So some of you may not have seen it because if you come in a little bit later, we have a redeem for channel points called the Phantom Menace. And when you do that, the Phantom Menace sound plays. You get a little chat message saying you are the Phantom Menace. And then later on, if you ever want to check and see who was the Phantom today, you could type this. And it tells you who the Phantom Menace is today. Bebo is getting so smart. He's wonderful. So many new features. So Lars gets the bragging rights today. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and flip it at this point. All right, wish me luck. Please don't break. Mike's in the way, sorry. She's bendy. She's real bendy. Yesterday, May 19th in 1999, Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace released worldwide. Remember when Star Wars movies used to release in May? They've kind of moved it more towards the holiday season nowadays. But yeah, it used to be May's. Okay. All right. Instructions, please. Money, please. Okay. So they want me to rebuild. So these are kind of like hangers. They provide you with the spot to hang it from a nail. And they're pretty nice. This nice little groove in it. Why did I put that there? Nail goes right there. It can just hang. Obviously not for my finger, but 2 of these. I'm hoping the build will have more than just these 2. Although I guess it's probably enough to hold it. This amount of weight, you might want to anchor it. You might want to anchor it to the wall. I don't know what that is. That's gross. Ugh. I don't want to know. I have a toddler. Could be anything. Okay, so the problem is, okay, I guess what's the top side? These would have to be at the top, which would be this side. Okay. All right, so we're gonna throw these in here. It looks like they would go, like right there. Oh, in a little bit more. There we go. There we go. Oh, did I do that upside down? Wait a minute. I did this one upside down. Sorry. My B. Come on. There we go. Okay. Hangers are hung, ready to go. All right, then we're going to build. Where are those pieces? Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. Oh, there's one. Oh, there's so many black pieces here. 2. 3. Should be one more somewhere. 4. Okay. 4 of these with a corner piece. And 2 one pieces. All right, so these are going to go in each corner. Like so, on the outside. Make sure these are facing the correct way before you click it into place. There you go. Okay. All right. Give me another one. Well, as we are bringing this build to an inevitable close, I hope you guys have had fun with this one. I know it's probably not the most interesting build to watch, because it's just watching little colors. Oh, also, yeah, there's a counter that shows up as well when Lars redeems it. That shows how many times Lars has redeemed it. I wonder if I could do Phantom. I wonder if I could do Phantom to be to also show the counter. I can work on that. I can see if I can do that. That way when you redeem it. Oh, by the way, are you able to, Lars, can you try to type in !Phantom? Is that something you as a user have access to, or is it only on my side? I'm just curious. Okay, good. It does work for you. I wanted it to work for you. Excellent. Ah, shoot. Where'd it go? I dropped it. Hang on. Excellent. Cool. Yeah, I want the chatters to be able to do that. So if you come in late, you're like, oh man, I forgot to do Phantom. Who got it today? You can ping it. Okay, all 4 corners is typing !Phantom. I love the mix it up stuff. It's a little harder to set up than I would like, but it has been so much fun to find all these little features that it has. Got some dubstep going on now. I'm okay with it. Okay, I think these are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16. Okay, good. Making sure I'm using the right one. I'm using digital instructions, so it's hard to see. When you're using regular instructions, they usually provide you with like a scale that you can set it on to make sure you're picking up the right piece. And I think I rely on that more than I thought I did. Okay, that might be all of them. Okay. All right. So these are going all around this. Oh, come on. Anyone here play Raft or Subnautica? If you like that kind of game, I recommend Grounded. We are currently in a Raft playthrough on our Tuesday night jam session. And we're getting close to finishing it. So I will recommend Grounded. We like games like that. So somewhere here in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one right here should stay clear. Okay, that makes sense. Start from this end. Ground is like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Yeah. I've heard good things about it. I also might be, I might try to convince them to start on a V Rising playthrough as well. They've all played it, but I haven't played it yet, so it could be kind of cool for them to take me through that. We still do the Tuesday night sessions, but I don't stream it anymore. For the reasons that we've already talked about, you know, just wanting to have time at the end of my day to decompress with my friends and not have to worry about making content. You know, stuff like that. Okay, so we always leave the middle section open. It's definitely going to add some more stability. I hate how the lights change the color. What do you mean? The color of this? One of the cool things about this, if you recall from back in the day when I had these built up over here, if you get a light and shine it on it, especially a light that is moving. Oh, the bricks reflecting looking lighter white. Yeah. I'm having a hard time not getting glare on the table when I'm building, unfortunately. It's a struggle. In order to make it bright enough to where people can see it, I could try to go down a little bit. Let's see. Let me know if this helps. I guess I could look at it too. Yeah, I mean, I think well, that's too much. Any amount of light, look, even the lowest setting is gonna glare, you know? And even if I move it a little bit, yeah, it's still got that glare, unfortunately. But one of the cool things about the other side is if you have a moving red light, it looks like the lightsaber is like flickering. It's stupid cool. It's the coolest thing. I'd like to figure out a way to do that again. Because it makes an excellent background piece. That's why I'm also rethinking where I'm going to put it. Like, I don't have an answer right now to the question of where I'm going to put this thing because I'm rethinking it constantly, and I kind of want to have it in the background more. As a piece of art, of which it is. No, Bebo, I'm okay. I don't want to build a snowman. Bebo likes Frozen for some reason. I didn't teach him that. I'm not sure where he got that from. He's taking on a life of his own for sure. Whoop. Oh, that's why it needs to go over here. Sorry, I know you can't see everything I'm doing, but trust me, it's cool. All right, all those are put on. Instructions, please. Next step. Okay, you're just putting in the smaller one right here. That makes sense. Turns out I have a new pet peeve. Well, shoot. Yeah, it's really hard lighting for a stream and also not getting glare. It's definitely a struggle, and one I will continue to struggle with. Yeah, it's hard to find the balance. These are even diffused lights too. These aren't like direct spotlights. These are diffused key lights. There's a lake nearby and there are people with jet skis on it. Oh, that's your new pet peeve? And it sounds like a cloud of bees. Ooh. Okay, and then we're going to take 16 of these. This is the moment where I really hope that I didn't lose any pieces. Okay, so in the middle here, we're gonna do this all the way down. Wait a minute. Treat each one independent. Its own little independent block. Let's sneeze. Whew. Right? Independent block, independent block. Yeah. Independent block. That might not make sense to you, but it makes sense to me. Thank you. Huh. Look at that. Excellent. Block, 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 block. So on. So on and so forth. 27 of these. We're going now. Okay, and those are all gonna go in the middle of each of these. That makes it flush against the wall. Everything at the same depth. Okay. Anybody got any fun weekend plans? Anything going on this week? This weekend? Some of you are already like fully into it. Almost done with the first day of it. Okay. 2, 3. Uh-oh. Ah, there they are. I knew you were hiding somewhere. I knew it. Working on a lecture that I haven't written yet that I've got to give on Monday. It's in autism stuff, okay? Well, hey, at least you're working on it. I don't know what that is. Dinner with the Rents tonight. Excellent. Love a good dinner. I love a good dinner. I tell you what, we went out last night and it felt super weird. to not be with the kid. It's been a while. We definitely need to get out more. Okay, I'm going to do something. I'm going to swap it around, but I'm also going to spin it so that it matches the way that they have it in the instructions. There we go. I'm missing bricks and a sticker sheet. Do you still have the box? Maybe the sticker sheet got caught in the box. Hopefully, if you didn't throw the box away, you didn't also throw away the sticker sheet. That would be not great. Okay, so now we fill in all these gaps with a bunch of these 1x4s. There we go. We're gonna need a bunch of them. Let's just find 20 of them. We're probably going to use every single one of these pieces. Gotcha. I should have sorted this section out a lot more. I wasn't really thinking. Remember back when we were just deconstructing this thing? You remember those streams? I think I ended up deconstructing most of it off stream. We did a couple. Did like a Friday and a Saturday deconstruction stream. Feels like forever ago. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna start with that and see. The box is next to me. I checked multiple times. Check inside the front of the instructions, like flip through the instructions and make sure the sticker sheet didn't get stuck in there. But you're not missing the brick, so that's good. That's good news. Wait, what? Wait. Hold up a minute. Control. How are these? Wait, what? Uh-oh. Did I make a mistake? No, I couldn't have. So it's saying to put these here, but that they should match up. But that's not the... Oh, it is the case some places. Okay. Is it... Okay, I did some of these wrong. Some of these I did wrong. You know, sometimes... Oh, the ones that I had to feel out, I know I've got them all wrong. Right? Like, there's no way I've gotten those right. The ones where I had to feel the hole, reach around and feel the hole. Did you see the Star Wars mechs? I did not see Star Wars mechs. What are Star Wars mechs? Okay, this will be fine. This will be fine. Push you in there. Okay, maybe I didn't do it on every single one. Maybe I'm okay. I did do it on this one. Come on. Oh, stop breaking. Okay, you can go back. Go ahead. Okay. All right. For August 2023 Star Wars mechs. Throw it in the Discord. I'll take a look in there. Bebo is like, you don't need those mechs. I'm the only droid that you need. Okay, I'll go look. I did this one wrong too. Hang on 1 second. My headphones won't reach over there. Okay. Whew, it's kind of warm in here. Yeah. Look at that. Okay, so it does come with the full figure. The figure just sits inside of the mech. Zeke would love this. He would love these because this kind of reminds me of the Zerg from Lightyear. They made a Lego version of that, and he really likes that thing. And these builds look similar. He can't build it, obviously. I build it for him, but yeah, that's kind of cool. The Boba Fett one actually does look pretty cool. It does look that one's yeah. I don't hate it. That's a metric, right? Thanks for sharing. Okay, same thing. I did it the same thing on this side. It's like I felt around for the hole, and then I just put it in the wrong. There's no good way to end that sentence, so I'm just not gonna. I did it pretty consistently too. Hey, it's Iris. How you doing? Good morning. Iris, you have been killing it lately. Holy cow. Okay, I think that's probably good. I hope I don't get to the end and then realize I've done all of these wrong. We're about to find out if my reach around method was okay here. I'm doing pretty good. I've been poking your head in on your streams during the week. Poking my head in. What am I talking about? Man, you're just like hitting 80, 90, 100 viewers. It's pretty cool. Not that that's the measurement of success. The measurement of success is that you love what you're doing, you know? We are almost done with this build. It turns out this side that I couldn't see, that I was just using my hands to feel, I didn't get that wrong at all. Isn't that weird? Wait a minute. I flipped it. This is the side that I was feeling and missing. I flipped it around, remember? Never mind. I wondered how that was true. It didn't feel true. You know? Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, and then we're going to do 24 of these and hope and pray that everything else kind of equals itself out. We're building the frame now because we're almost done with this thing. It's been a wild ride. It's pretty cool. I'm grateful. It's pretty cool to see, yeah. If you all are not watching Iris's streams, you should. We have rated multiple times from here, so I know a lot of you are familiar. But if you're not, go follow. Iris, what would you say is like the genre of your stream? You play a lot of like Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing. How do you pitch yourself? Looks like all this is adding up as it should. Thank goodness. I was was really wondering how I was consistently off on that side, but it makes sense that that was the side that I was just eyeballing or feeling with my hands. Okay, we're almost there. 2, 3. This is the most cumbersome build I've done on stream yet. Where is... There it is. Okay. All right. There we go. You washed your cat yesterday? How did they take that? I can't remember if your cat's a he or a she. I apologize. But that's not generally something cats like. Wasn't as bad as you expected. Okay. Yeah, generally I think cats are usually not liking that. Whoa. She. Okay. Beautiful cat. Wonderful cat. Gotta stretch to reach the end. She would have been more or less okay if I had a bigger bail for her. Yeah. Sorry, my foot itches. Scratching it with my other foot. You don't get to see that. Pay extra for that. 24. These are the long boys. These should just go all the way across. This is going to be nice and stable. These short headphones are really not great for this. Try to grab all of the ones that I need. Okay. Frame is almost done. I'm programmed for etiquette, not destruction. Well, good. Could you imagine Bebo on a destruction mainframe? He would probably destroy the world. He'd go Terminator for sure. For sure. Okay, then we do 4 of these on each corner. 1, 2, 3. Well, 1 on each corner, 4 total. I think we'll start now. And then we're going to do 8 of these 1x3 studless on either side of those. Need one more. Where are you at? There you are. Like the most active build I've ever had. Bebo's just gonna stare at you and not answer. So unfortunately, Bebo is not as sophisticated as like Delicious's bot. He's not hooked up to ChatGPT. I should come up with some kind of system though where he says something back when he's mentioned. I think that'd be kind of cool. I can work on that. Okay, and then it is these all the way down. Sorry for the, you hear my chair squeaking in the background. I really need a new chair. Ow. My headphones got stuck. Or 8-ball. Just oil it, bro. Yeah, I definitely need to do that. I got some WD-40. I just need to do it. And that's on ADHD. It's why I have a Notion list for the stream, because if I don't write it down and then I don't set a time to where I'm going to come check that list, I will never remember. Whoops. The frame is coming together quite well. Oil's cheaper than buying a new chair. Absolutely. It's it isn't just the squeaky. I've had this chair for 5 years, and she's starting to get a little uncomfy. But all that being said, I got it on sale at IKEA. It was one of those IKEA desk chairs. I don't remember the exact Swedish name of it, but I got it on sale for like $70, and I mean, $70 for a chair that has lasted me this long and hasn't really given me huge problems other than just being squeaky. Current chair for 3 years. Uh-oh. I did something wrong. Oh, I skipped a stud all the way over here. You can't see it. It's right underneath the camera. I got to redo all these. One sec. Don't know how I did that, but the problem is like I don't really want to spend the kind of money that these fancy chairs are putting up. I don't want to spend it. Everyone's like, "Oh, a good chair because we spend so much of our time sitting. You got to invest in a good chair." It's like, yeah, but $400 like at least starting price. Who can afford that, you know? I got Lego sets to buy. I can't be doing this. Okay. Hey guys, that's it. It's done. Oh, other than the Star Wars logo, which we have to put down. We put one of these on. Where is it? I knew there'd be extra pieces, but I didn't think we were that close to being done. There should be a 4-piece here somewhere, a 2x4. There it is. Here's the last piece, okay? This is it. It goes right down here. Right there. Okay, you want to see the whole thing? Hopefully in better lighting. Let's see. Whoops, sorry, wrong screen. Okay. All right. It feels a little bit more stable. Okay. You may not be able to hear me that well. That's fine. Let me pick my wedgie. Okay. Upside down. Try to get the glare. Wait. There we go. Screenshot. It's a tall boy. Hang on. I can't change the lights because I'm using my phone right now. Hang on. Hold on one sec. This. No, not this. 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 Come on. That's a little bit better? Maybe that's a little bit better? Okay, here. Oh. No feet. There we go. Trying to get that glare. There it is. Anyway. Let's see. Okay. So, oh, it won't, it can't go right there. I can't see it. Hang on. That's temporary, okay? Not by the door, someone can walk into it. Yeah, that's temporary, okay? That's not where it's going to stay, because then the mic blocks it and everything, so that is not where it's going to stay. A little bit safer for right now, I agree. You need 2 more of those sets so you can build it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Thank you for the clip, Clumsy. It is too dark. Yeah. The background, I got the foreground lit up pretty good. The background I keep a little bit darker on purpose. I like it a little bit darker. I like that vibe, you know? So it's originally going to go... It was originally going to go up over here where you won't be able to see it anyway. But I'm really kind of rethinking that now. He looks really menacing back there, doesn't he? Hey, what's up, Dutch? What do you think? Hey, Dutch, did you get to see it? Hang on. We got to do another reveal for Dutch. Sorry. Isn't that awesome? I should just keep him next to me. Why am I moving him at all? He should just... Do you have anything you'd like to say, Vader?
Subscribe to Nonder. Tier 3, please.
I can't turn him all the way, though. Just needs to be my co-host. It is much bigger. It's very tall. I of course knew how wide it would be, because it's the same width as the other ones, but holy cow, is he tall. 10 out of 10 Vader impression. No. Yeah, there's just no good place to put it here, huh? But expect some changes to the stream setup here relatively soon, maybe even by the next time you see me. Like, see me. Because I really think this needs to be prominent in the background. Hang on, is he still here? Big Mofo, are you still here? Would you like to have a little tour of the Lego? Because we could do that. I could take the phone off. We'll have to use Wi-Fi, which the latency's a little less. Okay, here. I'm doing this mostly for Big Mofo, but I'll do it for you all too. He wanted to see the shelf over here, which is, yeah, it's in good enough shape to show you. So hold on 1 second. Epoch Cam. Okay, we're doing it over Wi-Fi. Let's make sure it connects. Gonna connect. Oh, you know what? Technically, this computer is not on the same Wi-Fi. Still says connecting. I might not be able to do this. Oh, wait. I got to switch to Wi-Fi. There we go. There we go. Hey, it's working. How about that? So this is what I see. This is everything going on here. Somebody here, I'm going to add a marker. I'm going to add a marker so we can tag Big Mofo in this if they're not here right now. So this is where I've been building. This is how long that table is. So it was hanging off the edge right here. But this is the shelf. Oh, and I'm realizing you can't really hear me because I'm like right here. Hang on one second. Hang on. Let me switch to... there we go. There we go. It's going to be hard to hear me, so I'm just not going to talk that much, okay? Big Mofo wanted to see this shelf. That's all I'm going to show, okay? This is my duster right here. I gotta get rid of that. Well, I gotta put it away, rather. There's the Razor Crest. It's so cool. And that's it. That's all she wrote. And we're back. There you go. There you go. I think I went too long and Big Mofo had to go, so I'll just tag a minute later. Okay, I think we're done, guys. Lars. Is Lars set up and ready to go? Let's go look. I know it's a little earlier than normal, but I think this feels like a good place to go ahead and wrap it up. I have a lot I need to do today. Let's see. I don't see a Lars. Lars, are you going to be streaming soon? If you're going to be streaming soon, I'll definitely wait for you. Yes. Okay, cool. We'll wait for you. I'm good with that. Guys, this has been so much fun. Thank you for hanging out during this. I know it's not the most interesting build to watch. It's also not the most interesting build to do. There's definitely more fun builds. But is it a rewarding build? Absolutely. You just want to brag to Mrs. Nonder? Yeah. Because she hasn't seen my Lego collection yet. I mean, that's why she married me. She knows I'm sitting on a gold mine in here. No rush. We can hang out for a little while. Actually, we can talk a little bit about what we're gonna do next, which is probably a great thing to talk about because we'll have a week to get everything set up. Yeah, it's kind of weird that I'm here now. I've always felt like I had so much time to figure out what we were going to do next. And now I'm here and I have to really think about it now. This has been such a long time coming. I just want him to be here somewhere. I want him to be with me. Gonna try to nap. That sounds like a great idea. You should do that. There we go. My buddy Vader. Do you guys have remember those honestly dolls in the 90s that was called My Buddy? It was marketed specifically towards boys, for a way for a boy to basically have a doll, which there's nothing wrong with. And I had one. I had a little buddy. And their commercials would go, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy and me. My Buddy, available in toy stores everywhere. I had a little My Buddy that looked just like me, had blonde hair. I had more blonde hair when I was a kid than I do now. See you later, Torlin. I appreciate you being here. But yeah, definitely get some sleep. We understand. I know Lars does too. But anyway, I'm diverting from the task at hand. So there's a couple of things. One of those things is to dive into a set that I was gifted for Christmas like 3 years ago, maybe longer, called Lego Mindstorms. and that is a robot building kit where you can learn how to program your own robots. I do think in the long run, I would love to build a robot that would kind of represent Bebo. We might have to change him from an astromech into a different type of droid, and then program him to be connected to the Twitch API and allow channel point or bit redeems for you to be able to make Bebo do something on stream. That, however, is a very lofty goal for me. I'm not a programmer. It would be a big endeavor. It would be less Lego, more programming. And so I don't know if I'm ready for that yet, but I do have that. I also, the more general idea is to just start building our own stuff. I'm interested in building dioramas. I don't know what yet. It's kind of weird. I feel so weird right now because now all of a sudden it's like it's here. I've got to try to figure out what I'm going to do next. It feels kind of weird to be here now. So I'll need to figure out what I want to build if we're going to go that route. And start building, There are a couple of things. There's also a couple of more things, I should say. There's also a Mickey Mouse Steamboat Willie set that Mrs. Nonder has that we had to take apart before we had our storage space, and she wants me to rebuild that. So that might be a nice one to do on stream. Bleep beep. Why did the Stormtrooper buy an iPhone? If you don't have the punchline, Bebo, maybe you shouldn't tell like jokes like that. He doesn't have the punchline. He's not smart enough yet. He doesn't know. Let me keep an eye on Twitch here. So that's another one. It's another possibility. Oh, shoot. Shh. Stop playing. Okay, stop playing my stream. I'm watching Twitch right now to make sure I see when Lars goes live. So yeah, that's a possibility. Go to channel. Oh, of course I'm gonna watch myself be live. There we go. So that's a possibility of something we could build. I'm really gonna have to think about it. Do you have any suggestions? Do you have anything you'd like to see? Anything that I've mentioned here that you're like, ooh, that would be good? I'm basically gonna try to build things a little bit more creatively, build based on what I have and not necessarily new sets. Of course, as soon as I get some new sets, we'll do some of those. The Death Star one and the Speeder Bike Chase are both on my list. So as soon as I can afford to do so, I will. And I try to use some of the funds from this stream and anything that comes in to put it back into things like that. Into either equipment or to content that I can do on stream. So any of that, all the bits from Pirate Eggs goes into that. All the protein goes right into more Lego sets. So, but obviously, it takes a long time to get to that point. A lot of ad revenue, a lot of donations, things like that. So if any of you have done that in the past, I appreciate that tremendously. All of the eggs, exactly. It's giving all the eggs. Hey, look at that. Kind of stands there. That kind of works. Okay, Lars is on. Lars is here. Hopefully we didn't rush Lars too much. I apologize if I rushed you too much, Lars. Because it is a little bit earlier than what I would typically end. But I think it's good. Okay, she's getting set up. Let's give her a few minutes. Are you all good? We'll continue the Lego love. Finishing setups. Okay, cool. Finishing getting set up. It's a fun task. Looks like the botanical set that we're working with here, so that's nice. Final tweets and such. Okay, cool. Let me get it queued up. Oops. Oops, I have almost typed the raid in your chat. Hold on. That would have been weird. Raid Lars Larzapan. I just spelled rid Larzapan. That's not what we want. All right, we're getting that all queued up, and in the meantime, everybody, I hope you have a wonderful day. Again, Pirate Eggs, thank you for the bits, as always. It looks like we got a couple off-stream follows from Rainstar Sky and from Kaisha07. So thank you for those follows. I appreciate that. Everybody, thank you for being here. It has been another wonderful week. Be prepared for the coffee streams to continue with The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. And I will see you here next week. We will figure out something to do. If you have any suggestions for me on builds you'd like to see or anything else, feel free to hit up the Discord, okay? Otherwise, have a great weekend. Bye.